Bringing it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Seminole.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the...
Makes a grab and room to run. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position to force the incompletion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. We'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never
tend not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here's the return from inside the 25. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. Past the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like offense puts you in a back.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play on a pitch, catch, and run.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Got his man on the right. Big guy tries to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to power it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situations, third down, nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're off to a really strong start in operating with a foot. Snags it and he's open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
After that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. They'll go right back to the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of his game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pass, it's Jennings. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like...
There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
The counter play is a great play to mix into their base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
They'll go right back to him. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
To the air on second down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease. A tap. Touchdown, no. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. As productive as these 2 offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Barrett. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
That's a miss as an OC. He's come to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They have some time here late in the half. Defense wants to bring the heat. He leaves it with his back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. Across the 45. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Man, you'll take that on offense. 4th and short. You're just trying to stay on the field, but the defense lining up all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. You get in the 2nd level, that's a house call. That's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, like all those bodies trying to be so aggressive and so downhill. Don't give up the short yardage situation. But that's what happens sometimes. You miss, and then nobody home runs it the rest of the field and gets the big touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Smashes ahead. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Going to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Berry. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own two. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going anywhere as his defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 24 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Ole Miss with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that went nowhere fast. And first out is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the air. It's Jennings. Right on the money. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture. Pre-snap and post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So on their first drive of this 3rd quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Noles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw for it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Berry. Makes the grab. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's 2nd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Berry. Unleashes one deep. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That's a huge score for this offense. And as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. The offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the fourth quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as bad.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll send the back in motion. Running into the open space.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. There's a little room there. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that...
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Good, solid tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Sperry. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Discards him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch. But how about the coverage? Nice coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. Going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
What a determined run. He did everything in his power and still finds himself a couple of yards short. It'll be 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that 1st down.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. He lets one fly deep. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. And the big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver.
Hey, Venom!
Off play action on 1st down. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Try showing play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up, you play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in second and long, a pretty predictable situation.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bring in the heat. And here's the third interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. Still looking. Breaks into the open. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. It's really the most common